Okay, what is bougie? So we must have all heard of the term bougie by now. I know us black folks have been saying it from way back, but some of you are probably only familiar with it because of the new song that's out right now, Bad and Bougie. But what is my definition of bougie and why do I hate it so much? My definition of bougie is when you act and think like you're above everyone and you talk down on people as though they were like peasants, like a real bougie. So let me give you guys a few examples and let me know if you know anybody that is like this. So the first example is when you see someone around that you've been either following online or you've just come across their profile and you just act like you don't even know them. Oh my god, isn't that her? Bougie. Number 2, when you wait for someone else to say hi to you before you do to them. Bougie. When you act like you didn't just see someone that you know walk through the door and you look up and you act shocked like, oh hi, I didn't even see you, okay. Bougie. Number 4, when you withhold compliments. Oh my god, that dress is so nice. Ask her where she got it from. And those shoes, ask her where she got it from. Bougie. When you only want to associate with someone that you feel like can do something for you. Oh my god, I was at that event too. And guess who I saw? Anthony Joshua. Yeah, turns out that my sister's boyfriend's little brother's sister's auntie's cousin's uncle cuts his hair. Bougie. When you're standing around with your clique and the new girl walks in and you make it so hard for her to feel comfortable. Why is she here, bruh? Bougie. When you try to talk down on someone who you secretly believe is actually above you. She's so pretty, has her own business, and I heard her family's wealthy as heck. Yeah, but have you seen her lace funnel? She needs to stop. I'm dead ass. Bougie. Bougie boo. So those are just a few of the many examples that show that somebody is very bougie. So some of the characteristics of a shady, bougie person are they are closed, they are stuck up, they are rude, they are intimidated, and they are insecure, to name a few. So some of you are probably thinking, Breeny, how do you know? Are you speaking about yourself? And I'm like, yes! I've been that person. I have been that bougie girl. And I realized it's absolute bollocks. Not bollocks, bollocks. It's trash, it's rubbish, it's shit, okay? So this is bougie 101, okay? You walk into a party or an event, presumably with a drink in your right hand with a straw in it. Don't forget the straw. Bougie 101 needs a straw. Okay, you step up in the party or the event and you don't say hello to nobody, acting like you're too good to be there. Then why is you here? You wait for someone to come up to you to say hello, and when they do come up to you, you only give them a few words like you're too good to be talking to them. Bougie. Bitch, who is you? But listen, this is the thing. Bougie girls always end up lonely. They're trying to protect themselves from being vulnerable because they've learned in the past that being vulnerable gets them hurt. So you put up a wall as high as Mount Everest and you say, I ain't gonna talk to nobody. And what you actually think is bougie is actually a deep sense of insecurity. If you're not discerning, you'll probably think that girl thinks she's too nice. But the thing is that she has this deep sense of inferiority, insecurity that's come from hurt, that's come from pain, that's come from let down. And the way she's expressing it is from being closed and acting like a princess. Like, if you want to come to me and talk to me, then you talk to me, but I'm not gonna put myself out there and do that. But yet on the other hand, secure people are friendly, they're outgoing, but at the same time they understand not everyone's going to like them, and they are not for everyone, and they're perfectly fine with that. They give wholly of themselves because that is just who they are. They associate with different kinds of people, they're open to conversations with different people, knowing that they're actually going to learn something from someone else, and that even though you guys may be different, you can appreciate your similarities. That is what it means to be open. And many times those kind of people really get on the nerves of those bougie people, because they're like, why are you so happy? Like, doing too much, you're doing way too much. It's like, no, you're just a stone-faced, cold-hearted. I really feel like bougie girls put on this tough exterior, but inside they are soft as cotton. Oh, my nail. They're like softer than cotton wool. But the thing is, it'll take a person years to break down those walls that you have built up to protect yourself. And to be honest, people don't have time. They don't have time. They're gonna make the judgment about you, and they're gonna be like, you bougie, stay away from me. Okay, she's not friendly, she's not nice. No one has time. Listen, I'm all for guarding your heart, and I think there's some people you don't need to let in, because some people are going to hurt you. But I believe with our hearts, we should have a gate. We shouldn't have a wall, we should have a gate. So that gate allows us to open and close whenever we choose to. Therefore, the power remains in our hands. But I never believe it's okay to put up a brick wall, because when you build a brick wall, you may not get hurt, but you also won't be able to feel the love either. But listen, it's time to tear down those walls, baby girl. I honestly believe that vulnerability is what actually makes us beautiful. Vulnerability is what will allow someone to actually take care of you. But if you constantly act like you've got it all together, I'm good, don't talk to me, my business here, I've got my house here, I've got my car, I don't need no man, don't need no friends, don't need nothing, you will constantly be alone, and you will constantly block out not only bad things, but you'll also block out good things, because you may have this wall up, and a good person, a good guy, a good friend may actually come to you, but because your walls are so high, you're trying to protect yourself against good too. Oh my god, that went real soft real quickly. Breeny, I thought we were talking about bougie girls. Listen, there's a method to my madness. Like, I did not come on here to bash black girls, but I don't even think it's a black girl issue. This whole bougie thing, it's a black race issue. It's that insecurity that will have us in high positions in corporations, whereby we're in a position to actually help one of our friends or one of our family members or one of our associates to actually get a job or get a position that's actually going. But because of our insecurity, or because of our wanting to be the only black person there, or us not wanting to feel like one of our own has outperformed us, it's that when the position comes up that will make you say nothing and allow that person, or a white person, to go and give that position to one of their family members or one of their friends. You have to understand how the corporate world works. Actually, it's not even the corporate world only, it's the entertainment, it's the business, it's all the same. It's not always based on what you know, it's based on who you know. But the thing is, some black people get to a position of power and all of a sudden, they don't know nobody. They don't know no one. Listen, the only way we are going to progress as a people is if we get rid of this whole wicked, evil, inferiority, competitive, jealous, not wanting to help anyone, crabs in the barrel mentality. I actually love what Viola Davis is doing right now, and I really in particular love her Emmy speech, where she basically said that the only thing that separates women of color is opportunity. That's it. If you are listening to me right now and you are black and you aspire to be anything great in this world, I want you to make a decision right now. I want you to make the decision right now that when you get to that place, when you get to the top of that place, when you get to that position, I want you to turn back and help your brother or your sister. And when I say brother or sister, I'm not talking about your family. I'm talking about people that look like you, that look like us, okay? I want you to put your brother or your sister on, because it's too late when you actually get there to decide. Because you know what? I don't know where it comes from. You can say slavery or whatever. We are programmed to, when we get there, when we climb the ladder of success, we get to the top and we kick that ladder down so that nobody else that is coming from where we've come from can get up. can follow in our footsteps. You knock it down. So, bye, find your own way. I worked my ass off to get to this position. I did this, I did that, I did that. Now you find your own way. And it really makes me mad. It makes me furious. One reason I love Kim Kardashian, okay? I don't care what any of you guys say about her. One thing I love about Kim Kardashian, she's family orientated, okay? Okay, whatever, she got famous because she had a sex tape, but she used that platform to make a name for herself, and she did that, well done. When she got to the top, she put her sisters on. All 4 sisters she put on. When Kim got up, she wasn't even all the way up, but she was up, okay? When she got up, she made a clothing line with her sisters, Courtney and Chloe. And she brought them in on business deals. They would like do group meetings and stuff. Kim would be in the meeting with a brand, let's say, and she'd be like, oh, can my sisters do it with me as well? She always wanted it to be a family affair. She brought them in on business stuff. She brought them all in. Then next, Kendall and Kylie are coming up. They're growing up. They're coming into themselves. Because you guys probably don't watch the Kardashian, I've seen the strategy. There was one episode where Kylie and Chloe were constantly talking about Kylie and how she influences our fashion sense. Kylie's the one. This is before Kylie was Kylie. This is before Kylie had the fake lips and everything. They put Kylie on. They were talking about her in such a good light. They put her on, and all of a sudden, everyone's looking at Kylie. Oh my God, what's Kylie doing? What's Kylie doing? Now Kylie has her own empire, which is going to live on. And then we go down to the next generation. Let's go down to the kids. Let's go down to Penelope. Let's go down to Rain. Let's go down to North. Let's go down to Dream. They've all built an empire that's going to live on. Their empire is media, but your empire may be something else. And the thing that really annoyed me, yeah, so I was watching K Michelle, yeah? Listen, I was watching a K Michelle episode and her sister was talking about, I want to move to, where is she from? Atlanta. So I want to move to Atlanta. I want to pursue my presenting career. And K Michelle was looking at her like this. What are you talking about? You're staying here. You do your education. You do your smart thing. Let me do me. Crabs in the barrel. For you to have your position, K Michelle, and to say to your sister she should stay where she is when her dream is to be a presenter, when you have all these contacts, she should stay where she grew up. That doesn't even make sense. That don't make no sense. Think with me. Kim Kardashian used her position to put all of her family on. Now her whole family name will live on. Let's just say that K Michelle doesn't ever put her sister on. K Michelle got up and she goes, it's just gonna be me. It's gonna be me till I die. Who is your predecessor? Who's gonna live out your name? I'm getting too passionate, but you guys get the message. And I don't believe for a second, I don't believe for a moment that there isn't a black person in a high authority, like the Oscars, like these places where black people can't get in, that there isn't a black man sitting up the top. But the thing is, he's a gatekeeper. That black woman, that black man is a gatekeeper. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, they're the gatekeeper, right? So when they see a black person come in, what do? They close the door. And then we look around and ask ourselves, where's all the opportunities for black people to come up? We need to learn to support each other. We need to learn to support our own. And if you are that person, whether you're a recruiter, someone that sits in a level of power, and you see someone, your brother and your sister, someone that looks like you, someone with the same colour skin as you see them coming in, and you have the power in that corporation, in that place to let them in, and you don't, because you're scared or you're intimidated or you don't want any more black people there, you want to be the token black person there, you are the problem. Don't be saying, oh, black people this, black people that, black people do this, that. Nah, you're the problem. Like, it's not that black people aren't smart or funny or educated or beautiful. It's the fact that we lack opportunity. And those that are able to give us that opportunity, most of the time don't. We need to fix that. If black people can't be for black people, how dare we? How dare we demand white people or any other race to be there for us when we can't even be there for each other? Think about that. I'm annoyed. I'm heated. I'm annoyed for real. Do better. And I have to speak about this incident that completely changed my perspective on this whole matter. Completely changed my way of thinking and made me think, listen, when I get to the top, all y'all niggas is eating. All y'all niggas is eating. All of us are eating. I'm bringing them all in. Let me calm down. Okay, so you guys know that I'm a blogger, right? And I work with brands. So there was this moment in time, I think it was last year, where I got an email from Wolford. If you guys don't know who Wolford are, y'all asleep. Wolford are a notorious hosiery company. They've been around for decades, they've been around for years, and they are notoriously a white brand, which I guess we can all agree on. So I got this email inviting me to a press day. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, Wolford contacted me. I'm gonna go to their press day. And at the end of the email, it was signed Lola Akunale. And I was like, that sounds like a black name. Hey girl. So anyway, I showed up at the event and I saw other like bloggers, people of color at the event. And so I met Lola. I was like, oh hi, whatever, thanks for inviting me. She was so open, so friendly. Yes, she was black. And I actually remember in my modeling days, I remember she used to model as well. I used to pre-ho all the time. So when I saw her, I was like, oh my God, hi, how are you doing? I think I knew her, but she didn't really know me. Or we knew each other, but we just didn't really speak or whatever. Anyway, so I met her and she literally looked just like me. Like, she looked like just like me. And she's doing PR for Wolford. That's massive. Like, for bloggers, PR girls are our best friends because they're the people in between the brand and the blogger. And so he was talking and whatever, we was vibing or whatever, and she was like, I'm gonna bring you in for a meeting. So she makes an appointment and brings me in for a meeting and shows the rest of her team, which are white, who I am, and basically gives me the opportunity to work with them as a blogger. And I was just like, we need more people like you, Lola. We need more people like you. I was so happy and I was so honored, but at the same time I was so shocked because I started thinking to myself, if I was in her position, would I do that? Like, she had the opportunity to reach out to there's much more white bloggers in the UK than there are black bloggers. I'm sure she contacted them as well. But for her to actually want to bring me in said so much, and I'll never ever forget it. And I always thank her, even though it sounds so small. What she did actually touched me. Do you know why? Because she didn't have to do it. She didn't have to do it, but she did. She chose to, and I can see that she calculated it. And now that she moved from Wolford, she's in a new job. She's like, Breeny, I'm gonna contact you, let you know about this new opportunity. And I'm just like, girl, they don't make them like you anymore. I was so honored. We all understand there's competition everywhere. It's rife. Like, competition is rife. Competition is everywhere. But we have to not compete with each other as black women. We must support each other. Don't compete, complete. And so another person that I really want to shout out is Mercedes Benson. She works at Google, and if you guys see me at any Google events, she the plug. Like, she is the plug, and it's because of her. She brings in like her photographer, videographer friends, bloggers, like it's all family, it's all love. And you guys are probably thinking, it's only an event, but you guys don't understand. Imagine I had this excellent business idea and I wanted to contact Google. I have direct access at that event to these people, or there's someone there that knows someone that I can actually connect with. How brilliant, how amazing is that? That's what teamwork looks like. That's what family looks like. That's what us black people need to be doing for each other. We need to be the plug. We need to play our part. Put someone else on, but also don't let the plug status get to your head, because it's not about you. Do you know, in a relay race, yeah, you have to pass the baton. You have to pass it on. But everybody has a position. You pass the baton, that person runs with it, that person wins. Y'all all winning. We are winning. We all gonna eat. There's enough to go around. And I really believe it's this scarcity attitude that we have when we look at life and we think there can only be one black person here, only one black person can do this, there can only be one black British blogger at the top. Shout out Patricia Bright, because you are that black British blogger. Shout out for you getting 1 million. She's my friend, I love her, I support her, she's doing her thing and she works hard. But we think there can only be one. Why? We create opportunities. This is 2017. We create our opportunities. There's Instagram. There's no excuse why you can't create your own opportunities. But we gotta be the plug to put someone else on so that they can go higher. Understand that. Do not be afraid. Nothing that is yours can be taken away from you. And even giving someone a compliment never takes away from who you are. We share it. We share the love. We share the love. We don't have to be a reservoir where we take everything in. We have to be a stream that lets things flow through us to other people, flows in through us to us. And my pastor always says that if you want to be rich, if you want money, allow money to flow through you. Because if God can get it through you, he can get it to you. We must stop with this selfish I mentality. And the thing is, people seem to think that white people can look past our disunity. Like, if we don't respect one another, how can we get respect from anybody else? And I know you guys have probably seen every single time a white police officer shoots a black person, there's always that one white person that says, yeah, but more black people get killed by black people than please kill black people. Black people are always killing other black people. And though it burns, and though you feel offended, it's absolutely true. And we have to look within and be like, what am I doing for my culture? What am I doing for black people? If we as black people will start loving ourselves, irrespective of status, skin tone, financial positioning, class, all of this garbage, we will actually be unstoppable. The white man is not our enemy. We are our biggest enemies. Public enemy number one. The black person. Your friend, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your aunt. Enemies, stumbling blocks, roadblocks to success. Help your sister, help your brother up. You see an opportunity that you can give to someone else, give it. Don't allow them to give it to one of them. This is how you grow. This is how we grow, guys. United we stand, divided we fall. The black race, the black people are divided. Unity is the key. And I hope that's what you guys took away from this video. So let's put this video to work. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. Hi, welcome. What I want you to do is hit the subscribe button below. And what the subscribe button basically says is, I like what you're doing. I support you. Thank you. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It takes 1 second to do. Please hit the subscribe button, and whilst you're there, please click the bell next to it, which will basically alert you every time I have a new video, so you won't be out of the loop and you'll always know when I post. Lastly, since this is Black History Month over in the US, shout out all my US folks. We actually have Black History Month in October, but since it's Black History Month in the US, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to share this video, and I want you to add all the black publications, the Shade Room, Essence, The Voice, Uptown, any black publication that you know, and I want you guys to share this video. We all have to support each other. We all can win. There's space up the top for everybody. I support black people. I support black girl. I am delivered from being bougie, okay? There's no space to be bougie. We all gonna eat. We all gotta get it. We all gotta get it. And if you have it in your power, you know it's actually evil to have something in your power. Even the Bible says it. To have something in your power to do and not to do it, that is actually classified as evil. So if you don't want to be a sinner, if you don't want to go to hell, I'm joking. Honestly, it's all about supporting each other, and you can't complain about black people if you're not doing your bit. So we can all do our bit to succeed as black people. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think of this video. Please leave anything that you feel like you can add to the video as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Mwah. Bye, Felicia.